Dear friends, good morning everybody. This is Shamal here. Today I am making a small video on COVID-19 deaths occurred, especially referring to India. I lost my parents who died on 8th May. My mother died, and 15th May my father died, and they are very sound physically and mentally. And in the month of March, 11th March, I have video to suggest they do not have any issues in terms of their health and everything. Suddenly, within 40, 50 days, both my parents, my father and mother, both they have gone. So now it is treated as a, because of COVID, they have died, and they have given certification, and the cremation also has done as per the COVID norms. So friends, I want to talk about few things. I have small appeal to government to reconsider few things and change little, think little scientifically, putting little rational thought about the whole issues. Last 15 months we have been suffering in many ways. Whoever is in existence also they are suffering to see their death of the parents near and dear. My first suggestion is I have been reading a lot of materials, whatever things are available in public domain. Number one, I could see the death in India is not so alarming, but a panicking situation has been created by different media. Nowadays, everything is available, it has been circulated, and a kind of panicking situation that is created, and it is impacting to millions, their psychological, mental. There are many issues that is affecting. So first of all, what we need to do, the regulation of media, what they are showing, the dead bodies in the burning heart, and romanticizing and highlighting all those things, that has to be stopped. So deaths are causing because of COVID. I am not denying that. I want them to bring full statistics in India. I have data for last 3 years. The population, the death, everything, I have the data. From that data, I can tell you this much. Your population remains same. Your death, because of COVID, it doesn't drastically change the death dynamics in such a way. In terms, there are a lot of politics are also going on. There are non-COVID deaths also included into COVID for whatever reason, I really do not know. So those things to be understood very clearly. The third thing, in India, you have 140-45 crores population, everyday deaths, and newcomer, new babies, what are coming, those ratios are almost the same. Now the question is, every day, if number of deaths close to 25 to 28,000 deaths caused due to natural heart attack, malnutrition, many things, those are the statistical data I am telling. What is that extra death is causing because of COVID? So if every day in whole India close to 25 to 30,000 natural death is occurring except COVID, those statistics should be put into public domain. Each state government can be given and informed that maybe 1 month data, that how many deaths are happening because of what are the reasons. So if you sum up the whole thing in 1 month, your matter will be clear. In order to stop this panicking situation, I am not presenting the data because I have already made the video with data. If anybody is interested, probably one can go to my Mind Lab, putting Dr. S. Paul, Mind Lab, maybe some search engine in Google, they will be accessing my profile over there. All the videos are uploaded. Number 2 point, I have been telling that COVID virus is artificial virus that has been created by somebody, and I have mentioned who is that somebody. I really do not know the intention behind it. I want government of India, because I am a citizen of India. Obviously, I have right and love for my own country, because I have seen my parents, they have died. My others, brothers and sisters, they are also affected with COVID. I cannot be a silent spectator, because I am a student of science. Whatever rational thought process I have every right to raise my voice, and I have raised my voice in many occasions. So, friends, if anybody is interested what is artificial and what is natural virus, in my opinion, this COVID-19 virus is artificially created. It's nothing but biological weapon. I have predicted 25 years, 20, 30 years back, I have written in my poetry that how this biological war, because I have studied 100 and 150 years history of science, because I have read all those things, and I have tried to correlate things starting from the First World War, Second World War, Japan, on all those things, even the Gulf War, your Iraq, Saddam Hussein regime, anthrax, Second World War time, same how nuclear bomb is used for to destroy close to 74 to 76 million people, to destroy the Japan, to stop the Second World War, how hydrogen bomb came into the picture, how Einstein and Oppenheimer they have used and fooled to benefit certain set of people. I have read, anybody is interested, probably it's a 2 to 3 hours video I have given. It is widely circulated. That has been done on 28th March 2022, May 6-7 video I made. I have strong reservation that whoever is telling it's a natural virus, I have objected that with certain scientific linking, because I do not have the capabilities to the experiment and prove. There are certain symptoms probably one can analyze, the way Scientific American, Nature and all international journal, they have told it's a natural virus. Friends, my only submission, those Scientific American, Nature, they are not the custodian of the civilians of the group Mother Earth. So my point is, one has to question what is their interest to say it is a natural virus. Probably they should read and go back the theory of evolution. They should understand what is biotechnology, what is the purpose of biotechnology, DNA double helix, how this has been used to manipulate the whole genomic sequence. Now anything and everything can be produced either from the in a virology lab or in a biotechnology lab. Your vaccine production, everything is artificially done, and artificially one organism can be created. And that is the whole idea of telling all those things. It can be created if it has got somebody's intention, that particular country's intention, what kind of mind setup and what kind of things, aggression they are making it. One has to understand the whole science in little holistically. Not the common people are ready to accept everything, but finally what is happening, as if we are thinking that this COVID-19 virus, it is came naturally and we are doing whatever precautions. It is fine, but really one has to go back and understand the whole thing. It is artificially created, number one. And if it is not stopped, there is a greater danger in coming days. If you are not protesting, there will be much more greater threats you can expect. Friends, I am not getting into the detail. Probably all you know, for nuclear energy, there are a lot of nuclear energy commission across globe. They are the monitoring bodies. They are watching each everything that which country is doing what kind of activities. But similar way in virology research, we should have a proper investigation and that particular country, whoever is doing it, all matters should be brought into public domain. Whoever is doing whatever research, this certification business has to be stopped. Otherwise, this human world is going to face better or greater challenges in coming days. That is what my fear. Number fourth point, I told you those are artificially created virus. My parents, they are killed by those small, tiny missiles artificially created, and it is giving so much trouble to many countries. Now, this virus that is spread across more than 170, 80 countries. Friends, this has to be stopped, and this has to, one should get into the deeper of the science, and wherever you're raising the complaint and raising the concern, wherever in UN or different countries should think in that direction. Probably one can go through my videos, my concern, what I have mentioned. So my belief, my father and mother, they have not died naturally. They are killed by those virus. And I have a strong belief that on those basis I am telling. I do not believe that because they have died because of COVID, because I don't postulate the theory of the natural evolution those virus came. It is through artificial route those virus came into the picture. So that's why I have some reservation. Number fourth point I want to make and submit to Government of India. Please make vaccine available and make sure those vaccines are available at those different medical stores. Let them buy, common people. They have money till 1,000 rupees, 1,500 rupees. Each person can buy an effort to get vaccinated, but the government should take a major role to make things available. For that matter, the Government of India probably can emphasis on whatever manufacturing facilities you have for vaccination, some monitoring mechanism, how to increase the productivity, that part can be taken, how other companies, where is there any possibilities to tie up with other companies to manufacture their product, or something can be done, or some formula can be taken from different companies who are into manufacturing, some joint venture kind of thing, use the infrastructure facilities so that vaccine can be produced, so that all 145 crores people can be vaccinated. So I have taken my first dose. I am still waiting for my second dose. It is almost 30-40 days gone from the due date of the second vaccination, since my entire family is waiting. Similarly, millions of people, they are waiting for the second dose. So my submission is make things available. Let people pay the price. Probably government can import it, make available in the different sector. They should pay for reimbursement. There are government employee, there are non-government, there are company people are working. Many people, they are self-entrepreneur. They have their own business. At least they have money to buy this two vials costing maybe 2,000 rupees. They can do that. Any small fellow can do it. Even the minimum labor cost, whoever is working, they are also earning 500, 600 rupees per day. They have the money, they buy their medicine for some other reason. They spend more money. Even if you eat a burger, you buy shoe or chop-all, it is costing more than whatever things. There are many people are ready to pay voluntarily for their domestic help. Whoever is doing, they can take care. That is not the worry, and they can get also reimbursement. So initially, the burden of the huge amount of money, probably it can be saved if you are making free at the end of the day. Then finally, after 1 year, we will be taxed, right? It is not this money is coming from some other places. We probably telling it is a free of cost, because thinking that if given free of cost, it will be much easier. It's a great idea. But initial level in India, you have to also see that how our entire economy, different class, people are very rich. some are middle class, some are working class, some are poor. Probably 60-70% people can afford to buy 2 vials of COVID-19 vaccine and they can pay it. Later on, they can reimburse it. So, this is my only submission. The third thing is, as per fourth part I am talking, as per COVID norms, the dead bodies of COVID-19, whoever is dying. So, there should be some options available to save preserve the dead bodies. Whoever wants to claim the dead body for their near and dear, so they can, again it can be charged. There are certain, maybe some freezers, -10, -20 degree freezer can be kept, so that after 3 days, when the virus load is inactive, it is died, with a certification, this body can be given to the family member. The way I have not got my parents' dead body and the entire dead body has been taken to the government. They have taken that they are going to do the rituals. Only 1 or 2 family members they have allowed. I personally feel this is a very emotional thing. If somebody is dying because of the COVID or some diseases, tomorrow something might have come, but there must be some mechanism to hand over the body to their family members. Government, okay, it is very nice that they are doing it, but it will be much more nicer if it is given to the family members. If somebody is telling that I want to have the body, as per biological science, after 3-4 days, your virus load is totally zero, virus is inactive, that body can be given, so that in their respective house they can do the rituals as per the dharma, whatever dharma they believe it, on that basis they can do it. Friends, my fifth point is the similar way, whatever medicines and other facilities are available, government should not bother about free of cost things, let them pay, and these freebies are affecting millions. This is not the time to think of freebies or something. People have money. There are a lot of people, they have money, but they do not have money. They do not have the things to buy. What is the use of money if you are not able to buy certain things when you need it? Friends, I just want to have 1 minute. I request whoever is going through this video message, I do not have access to Prime Minister's office, the Twitter handling, or probably if somebody can forward to the ministry and our Dr. Harshavardhan, who is looking after all those issues, some medical bodies, whoever making the policies. There are 2 things, probably very emotional thing, probably the body part. I told the preservation of body after 3 or 4 days, that body, if somebody wants that one. And I told about the artificial virus, how government can take this matter. I want very serious scientific thoughts one should give, and to understand the origin of COVID-19 virus. If we believe that this is natural, then probably we are taking our mind into one direction. But if we believe that it is artificially created, because those theories are coming after 1 year, so one has to give a lot of weightage and time to understand what kind of possibilities are there, that if we think it is an artificial one, and what kind of danger also will have future to have new kind of virus, different strain. Apart from COVID, there could be anything. So we need to get into the origin, and until or unless we create pressure, the common people are going to suffer. Not only the common people, it is a question of survival of humanity. those things I told you. And about the policies of procurement policies are purely it's a governmental decision. Sometimes it is based on country to country, and an individual for an individual it is very difficult to get a vaccine. So that only thing the government policies should be strong enough to develop more manufacturing facilities indigenously developed so that 145 crores people to be given those vaccines. It's a big number. And fourth and fifth point I mentioned the statistical analysis of data, death ratio, infection ratio, even it is been highlighted such a way it's a kind of a panicking situation. But if I see 3 years population data and other things, that media is hyping like anything. My only submission to them have their mathematics clear before broadcasting any kind of news, taking the media to the burning heart and showing all kind of burning picture hours after hours. It is very, very painful. This is not good journalism. That is what I personally feel. And that there must be some Lakshman Rekha for the TRP and other things. I don't have any problem whoever is doing TRP, but how it is affecting the common people, that has to be seen, because you are all qualified journalists. So for me, I am a illiterate person. I might post something without knowing any kind of consequences, but a media house has got a responsibility. You are also part of this society. So many journalists, they are also affected with COVID. They died. You have been crying in front of media, but request you, please be little concerned about when you show all kind of burning heart image. And that image also, there are some natural death. Have critical analysis. What is that natural death? What is that particular people are dying because of COVID? I told you the artificial natural part. If anybody's imagination, probably you can go and investigate. For that matter, you need to have a lot of scientific thought process to get into the origin part, because I am not doing research, but theoretically I can tell you well the origin of species, natural theory of evolution, 100 years history of science tells that there is something fishy, and that fishy part has to be taken out. Who is doing the fishy job? So until or unless you identify those culprit, it will come as a bigger threat in your future. So it is better to take precaution. For that matter, Government of India might raise a complaint in UN, wherever many countries can come together and raise complaint, so that internationally pressure can be created. Because you are dealing with 145 crores, biggest democracy, beyond that 170 countries. Everybody has got right to know. I told you Scientific American, Nature Journal and other journal, they are not the custodian of this Mother Earth. They are not the certifying agency that say it is a natural virus. Only those Nobel laureates, only those big scientists, they have the wisdom and knowledge to certify. What about the natural thinking process who thinks logically? I request them to go back to read history of science, how the science and development has been taken place last 100 years. I request them to read Second World War. I request them to read Gulf War, how the anthrax, the phobia that has been created, how in First World War Einstein and Oppenheimer was fooled. So I wanted them to read how the great minds can be fooled, and making artificial virus, it is very easy. You can do anywhere. For that purpose, you don't need anything. Basic knowledge is required. To create a new entity, it is absolutely possible. Science can be used for both betterment of human cause. Science can be used for the destruction of humanity. That histories are known to everybody. I need not explain. Again, I told you one can Google my Mind Lab, Dr. S. Paul. You will get all my videos. You can go through it. Friends, I request present establishment, Dr. Harshvardhan, all medical fraternity, all scientific community, to get into the bottom of the problem. If you are not able to identify the problem, then on surface to become a good doctor, you need to really get into the problem, then you are a good doctor. Otherwise, you are not a good doctor, right? So, or for that matter, a good scientist. All philosophical understanding, theoretical understanding, mathematical modeling, history of science, your biotechnology, immunology, theory of evolution, how everything can be correlated, the great minds. If Einstein can be fooled, present day Oppenheimer can be fooled by the American establishment. Nowadays, the virologists can be fooled because technologies are available. 71-year backs or 78 years back history and today's the history of science, and today there are many things are possible. Artificially, there are thousands of things are being manufactured for the benefit of human being that is known. Virus is a small thing, it can be created. Anybody can do it. One can ask question. So, friends, thank you very much. My advice to Government of India, please look into this matter to save the humanity. The way I have lost my parents, I stand by that my father was killed by COVID 19. My mother was killed. I really do not know who is the enemy. That enemy has to be pointed out. They need to be given a lesson. So, thank you very much. This is a small video, maybe 25 minutes. So, this is not a prepared speech. Thank you very much. And I wish everybody should take care. Thank you. Bye. God bless everybody.